Now, let me call to order the Franklin County Board of Commissioners General Session. Today is November 20th, 2018. We'll begin with a pledge of allegiance led by Commissioner Brown.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. We are, if you don't mind, I'm going to take some items out of order. We are going to have, what? Okay, yeah, Resolution 795, which is in the Board of Commissioners first. So
We
we've,
can just skip the approval of the minutes.
I don't have that on here.
No minutes.
No minutes?
Yeah. We're looking at the,
I'm looking at the iPad.
he's looking at the, on the electronic version there. No, there's
No,
not.
no.
There's not. All right, there's.
Okay, well,
That's wrong.
that's fine.
My
So-
trustee.
Yep. Resolution number 795-18, a resolution approving the issuance of Michigan Finance Authority Hospital Revenue and Refunding Bonds Trinity Health Credit Group Series 2019 MI in an original aggregate principal amount not to exceed $1.5 billion and consenting to and approving the execution of the bond documents.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Glenn Pratt with Dinsmore and Scholl. With me is Paul Morris, who's the CFO for Mount Carmel Health. The resolution before the Commissioners consents to the issuance of bonds by the Michigan Finance Authority, bonds in amount not to exceed $1.5 billion. Of that amount, approximately $50 million will be spent on projects here in Franklin County for Mount Carmel and its various campuses. Even though Franklin County is not involved in the issuance of the bonds, because some of the bond finance property is in Franklin County, under federal law, we need to seek the approval of Franklin County. With that, if there's any, and of course, particularly since Franklin County is not issuing the bonds, there's no liability, no pledging of full faith and credit on the part of Franklin County. With that, if there's any questions, we're happy to answer them at this time.
I'll move approval of 795-18.
Second,
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 795-18 has been adopted.
Thank you very much, Commissioners.
Thank you. All right, I'm back in order. We'll go back to the Court of Common Pleas. Begin with the Court of Common Pleas.
Resolution number 772-18, resolution authorizing non-general fund appropriation adjustments for the Adult Probation Department.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kimberly Canada, Director of Finance for the Common Pleas Court, and with me is Lori Franciscan, Chief Probation Officer. This resolution approves the transfer of appropriations for the non-general fund grant Justice Reinvestment, which is provided to the Adult Probation Department from the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections. This transfer request is necessary to realign appropriations so that the court may address year-end purchases. Pending any questions, we request your approval.
Move approval of 772-18.
Second,
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 772-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Probate Court.
Resolution number 773-18, resolution authorizing a transfer of general fund appropriations to cover special trial expenses related to civil commitment cases.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brent Chappa, Finance Manager for Judge Montgomery at the Probate Court. The resolution before you is a transfer of appropriations within the Probate Court's general fund budget to cover court special trial expenses. A lot of these expenses are related to psychiatric or mental commitment case expenditures. We had a little bit of a carryover at the end of last year, and the Probate Court is on pace for an increase in these cases of nearly 13% compared to last year. Pending any questions, I respectfully ask for approval of the resolution.
Move approval of 773-18.
Second,
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 773-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Engineer.
Resolution number 774-18, HDR Engineering Incorporated, consulting engineers appointed to assist the Franklin County engineer in performing preliminary engineering for Walnut Street at Harlem Road, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $139,443.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Cornell Robertson, Franklin County Engineer. With me today,
Fritz Crozier.
Commissioners, this first resolution is for a capital improvement project in the northeast part of the county in Plain Township at the intersection of Walnut Street and Harlem Road. This resolution is a design contract recommendation for preliminary engineering. We use the qualifications-based selection process and recommend your approval.
Move approval of 77418.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 774-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 775-18, Johnson, Miriam, and Thompson Incorporated, consulting engineers appointed to assist the Franklin County engineer in preparing right-of-way and construction plans for Bixby Road over Holton Ditch, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $158,376.
Commissioners, this next resolution seeks approval to enter into an engineering agreement with JMT Inc. to provide detailed engineering design services for the Bixby Road over Holton Ditch Improvement Project. JMT is a local consultant and was chosen using the qualifications-based selection process. Pending any questions, we'd ask for your approval.
Move approval of 77518.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 775-18 has been adopted.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sheriff.
Resolution number 776-18, resolution authorizing a contract to Gauls LLC for sheriff's deputies, uniforms, and accessories in the amount of $504,040.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brad Priest representing the Sheriff's Office. This contract was competitively bid through county purchasing by the ORC 307.86. Gauls was determined to be the best and lowest bid for this contract. This is a 2-year contract with firm and fixed pricing. Pending any questions, I ask your approval.
I'll move for approval of 77618.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 776-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Treasurer.
Resolution number 777-18, resolution authorizing a non-general fund supplemental appropriation for the Franklin County Land Bank.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
We have a resolution before you for a supplemental appropriation for the delinquent tax land bank. We've had an increase in revenue and collections of our delinquent tax due to the improving economy, and we would ask that you would grant this resolution to the land bank for their usage in the county. Penny, any questions? I'd ask for your approval.
I'll move approval of 77718.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 777-18 has been adopted.
Thank you. Animal control.
Resolution number 778-18, resolution authorizing a supplemental appropriation for the operation of the animal shelter.
Good morning,
morning.
Commissioners. My name is Kay Dixon. I'm the Director for the Franklin County Animal Care and Control. And this resolution will allow the supplemental appropriation in the amount of $300,000 from the unappropriated cash balance of the Department of Animal Care and Control's material and services from the dog kennel. It's for veterinarian services, such procedures as spay and neutering, intake exams, medical management of ill and injured animals, emergency ill and injured animals as they come in. So I ask respectively for your approval.
I'll move for approval of 77818.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 778-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kay.
JFS.
Resolution number 779-18, resolution approving a subaward agreement with City Year Columbus in the amount of $120,000.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Joy Bivens, Director of Franklin County Job and Family Services. City Year's Whole School, Whole Child program takes a holistic approach to meeting behavioral and academic needs of at-risk youth enrolled in Trevitt Elementary and Champion Middle School on the Near East Side. The City Year's highly trained AmeriCorps members, young adults ages 18 to 25, work with teachers to identify students who would benefit most from the program. They monitor attendance and student engagement, provide behavioral and support development, and track academic performance in both math and English. Under the new contract, City Year will serve approximately 650 students at Trevitt Elementary School and Champion Middle School through September of next year. I wanted just to take a moment, Commissioners, just to kind of acknowledge City Year as being an impactful partner with Franklin County. This year, City Year won the National Dropout Prevention Crystal Star of Excellence, beating out 49 other nominees. Their executive director, Tasha Fowler, was selected to speak at the National Dropout Prevention Conference. And what we know, when there are districts who have high truancy and poverty, then juvenile crimes go up. I believe that City Year is, again, one of our most impactful partners because they're addressing and they're working with students. We have two representatives here from City Year if you would like to ask them ask the questions and just kind of share on what they do.
Good morning.
Right here.
Good morning. My name is Kelsey Fields. I'm the development manager at City Year Columbus. We're very grateful for your support. This is Hannah Ecken. She's one of our team leaders, and she's going to share a little bit about our programming.
Hi, good morning. My name is Hannah. I proudly serve as a team leader at Lyndon McKinley STEM Academy. So this is my second year with City Year, and I chose to come back because of the students. They are what keep me going every day. What's been really great is just seeing some students that never came to school, started developing relationships with them. They felt that they were so behind that they couldn't catch up, so there's no point in coming to school. Once we were able to develop relationships with these students, we noticed their attendance improving. And there's a ton of students like that. We're also able to help a lot with academic support. We run the only after-school program at our school. So it's been a really rewarding experience for me, and it's really great to be able to serve in Columbus City Schools.
What schools are you in?
Mifflin, South, Lyndon McKinley, Champion, Trevitt, Livingston, and Windsor.
I know that the program really does work because I've seen the changes in some of the kids that are in the schools. So thank you for what you do.
And Commissioners, I want to make mention of the impact of your dollars. Not only are you you've designated dollars for the City Year program, but there's also the Trauma Informed Care for the Near East Side, Feeder Pattern, Parent University. With those compacted services on top of City Year, we're really seeing some impact in that area. So thank you.
I just said I agree, Director, with your analysis there. Because oftentimes, particularly with mentoring type of programs, you don't see the quantitative measurements that we often look for, and we miss or undervalue the qualitative impact. And you said it when you were talking about just seeing the difference in the student, and sometimes it translates into better attendance and whatnot. But as one of the City Year leaders, when you've touched a kid and you've touched a person, had an impact, and that's more valuable than any of the statistics that we can measure and track that we tend to gravitate to. So I just want to encourage you, thank you, and wish you good luck in finishing out a good school year.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Tell your executive director we said hello. We missed her this morning. Yes. Pending any questions, I would ask for your approval of this resolution.
I'll move for approval of 779-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 779-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 780-18, resolution approving a contract agreement with United Way of Central Ohio in the amount of $74,837.20.
Commissioners, Text Time is a coalition of nonprofit business and government organizations formed in 2006 to provide free tax assistance, financial education, and saving opportunities. Text Time's IRS certified volunteers have helped more than 122,000 Central Ohio households claim over $130 million in refunds. The free services have also saved Central Ohio families an estimated $25.6 million in tax preparation fees. Under this new contract, they plan to assist more than 16,000 residents through Tax Day 2019 at 20 sites across the county. Residents can learn more and schedule an appointment by calling Hands On Central Ohio's 211 hotline. They can also learn more by visiting Text Time Central Ohio. Pending any questions, I would ask for your approval of this resolution.
This is really one of the better programs that we invest in. This has been so helpful for so many of our residents. Over time, it's just been astonishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll move for approval of 780-18.
Yeah, we've been doing this for as long as I can remember. Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 780-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 781-18, resolution approving a subaward agreement with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Ohio in the amount of $235,000.
Commissioners, Big Brothers Big Sisters matches caring adult mentors with at-risk children who may be struggling academically or in need of adult guidance, role models, or friendship. Adult volunteers are recruited, pre-screened, and matched with youth mentees or littles by Big Brothers Big Sister staff. The Big Brothers Big Sister staff measures youth progress across 8 categories on the Youth Outcome Survey: social acceptance, scholastic efficacy, educational expectations, academic performance, attitude towards risky behaviors, parental trust, truancy, etc. Last year, they found that 90% of youth participants reported an improvement in at least one category and 74% improved in at least 2 categories. Under the proposed contract, Big Brothers Big Sisters will seek to match approximately 370 youth with caring adult mentors. And what we know, commissioners, again, dealing with, children and youth, and especially those who are living in poverty, mentorship is very impactful. And we're seeing great results with Big Brothers Big Sisters as well.
I'll move for approval of 781-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 781-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 782-18, resolution approving a subaward agreement with Girl Scouts of Ohio's Heartland Incorporated in the amount of $31,466.15.
The Bonds Beyond Bars programs was established over 20 years ago to help offset profound psychological and social impact of incarcerated girls whose mothers are in prison. This will be the 6th year Franklin County has funded the program. The community-based troop meets twice a month at the Ohio Reformatory for Women. The meetings are a chance for mothers and daughters to interact in a controlled environment, offsetting any potential social behaviors. The meetings are a chance for mothers and daughters to interact in a controlled, purposeful setting, build mutual respect, jointly plan community resources, projects, and much more. The subaward also funds the Bonds After Bars, which provides continuing support post-incarceration during what can be a very difficult transition time for the parent and the child. Pending any questions, we would ask for your approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of 782-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 782-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 783-18, resolution approving a contract agreement with Franklin County Probate Court in the amount of $115,000.
Commissioners, the Title 20 Services Program intended to enable residents to improve self-sufficiency, support independent living, and strengthen family life. As you know, our agency is responsible for administering the Title 20 block grant locally via contracting for necessary services. This includes working with Probate Court and Public Guardianship Board to provide oversight and protective services for elderly adults who require court-appointed guardians. The board serves adults ages 60 and over who are referred to the Court for Adult Protective Services by the Franklin County Office on Aging. The court-appointed social workers will provide direct assistance or make arrangement with necessary services to ensure approximately 50 APS-referred seniors receive the services that they need. Pending any questions, I would ask for your approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of 78318.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 783-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 784-18, resolution approving 3 contracts for Title 20 services with Deaf Services Center, Hands-On Central Ohio, and House of Hope for Alcoholics Incorporated in the amount of $663,947.22.
Commissioner, again, as we are responsible for administering the Title 20 block grant, we are proposing a contract with Deaf Service Center to provide case management, interpretation, and sign language for approximately 130 low-income deaf or hearing-impaired residents. Hands-On Central Ohio to provide information and referral services 24 hours, 7 days a week across Franklin County. Last year, the Hands-On line received more than 75,000 calls. House of Hope for Alcoholics to provide residential treatment for approximately 14 low-income residents suffering from drug or alcohol addiction. Pending any question, I would ask for your approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 78418.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 784-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 785-18, resolution approving 2 contracts for Title 20 TANF transfer services with the Legal Aid Society of Columbus and Maryhaven Incorporated in the amount of $199,987.96.
Commissioners, the Title 20 Services Program intended to enable residents to improve self-sufficiency and support independent living and strengthen family life. TANF transfer and extension of the Title 20 supports program services for low-income children and families. We're proposing to contract with Legal Aid Society to provide legal assistance in civil matters for an estimate of 52 low-income residents. Maryhaven to provide residential treatment for approximately 20 low-income residents who are suffering from drug or alcohol treatment. Pending any questions, I would ask for your approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 78518.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 785-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 786-18, resolution approving 18 subaward agreements for youth after-school programs in the amount of $3,719,402.08.
And this is my last one. So, Commissioners, each year our agency funds an enriching after-school program for low-income youth across Franklin County for elementary through high school. These programs offer academic enrichment activities and tutoring, help students stay on track in math and reading. They also foster social and emotional development and soft skills like conflict resolution, cultural awareness, and character building in a safe, nurturing environment. Programs are tailored based on age, grade level. This year, the funded providers will serve approximately 1,820 youth at 48 different sites across the county. And Commissioners, I have for you today, for I believe there are 18 providers listed. For every provider that is listed, we have outlined the school district and the name of the school of the children that they are working with. We are also having an initial conversation with Columbus City Schools to gather those partners who are claiming they are working with these students, so that the administration and the partner can develop a common dashboard so that the after-schools program support what the district is trying to do within the school. We're going to do this with the other districts as well. Pending any questions, I would ask for your approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of 78618, and I think that dashboard makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Abstain.
Resolution number 786-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks. Child Support Enforcement.
Resolution number 787-18, resolution authorizing a consulting contract with Herzog and Associates LLC for professional consulting services in the amount of $48,025.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lori Torriero, Assistant Director at the Franklin County Child Support Enforcement Agency. This is Child Support's annual contract for IT services from Herzog and Associates. He has complemented our document imaging system with other types of document generation systems and database management, including taking information from our state enforcement tracking system and being able to analyze it a little bit more easily. For the coming year, we are looking for services to assist us with integrating the changes from Senate Bill 70, which we call the technical fixes bill, that changed some of the parameters to make things more consistent in the child support program, as well as the larger impact of House Bill 366, which totally revised the tables that we use for determining child support based on income level. Pending any questions, I would ask your approval of this contract.
Before you do that, so do you use this? Do you all have a government affairs person or someone that's sort of the legislative person?
When it's needed, Susan Brown, our director, does
serves
it.
as that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll move approval of 78718.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Before I vote, I want to encourage you that, as you're aware, the BOC has created a government affairs position.
Absolutely, and we are very grateful.
Yeah, and I really want to encourage you to engage Lauren Rummel.
Yes.
And have her as involved as possible. We're really trying to be much more proactive with some of these legislative items and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so if there are other pending ones, now would be the time to get her involved and engage with those, if you would.
Sure.
Great, thank you. And yes.
Resolution number 787-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 788-18, resolution authorizing the execution of a community reinvestment area agreement between Franklin County and Worthington Hills Senior Living, LLC.
Morning, Commissioners. Alex Barris, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning, joined at the dais by Josh Roth, our Senior Economic Development Manager. These next two resolutions are both part of the overall same redevelopment project of the Olentangy Valley Center, which is at the very far north central part of Franklin County and Sharon Township. The location currently is about 11 acres, has 4 buildings, anchored in the middle by an open-air shopping center with Hills Market, and then there's 2 office buildings to the north and south of that shopping area that range from being woefully underutilized to completely vacant for a number of years. This site, the Economic Development Planning Office has gone through a number of different developers taking a look at it. It has a number of site difficulties, including asbestos in the 2 underutilized buildings, as well as floodplain and other concerns on the site specifically. And so in February of 2018, the Commissioners passed the Community Reinvestment Area for Olentangy Valley, which sets up the ability to provide tax abatements in this area. And Josh will run through the actual project details now.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Morning.
So the first resolution would authorize the CRA agreement, a Community Reinvestment Area agreement with Worthington Hills Senior Living. And this particular agreement deals with the demolition of the vacant office facility on the southern portion of the site, and then the redevelopment of the southern portion of the shopping center and that cleared land to construct a 75,000 square foot senior assisted independent living facility. And that would have about 100 beds in it. The second resolution would authorize a community reinvestment area agreement with Continental Hills LLC, and that deals specifically with the north portion of that shopping center. And then there, the developer plans to remodel that facility so that we have 30,000 square foot of more attractive commercial retail space. Altogether, the total investment is estimated to be in the ballpark of $19 million. And in exchange for 60% real property tax abatement over a 15-year period, the developer is committed to the creation of 28 full-time equivalent jobs on the site and an estimated payroll of $890,000. And then in addition to that, of the 100 beds in the senior and assisted living, assisted and independent living facility, 12 will have affordability restrictions. 5 of those beds will be made available to individuals that are 80% AMI or lower, and 7 of those beds will be made to 100% AMI or lower.
And we have representatives from Continental, the redeveloper, here in audience in case you guys have any questions. But pending those questions, we ask your approval.
Do the folks from Continental have
Yeah,
anything they
come on
want to
up,
add?
guys. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Mike Dodge on behalf of Continental Real Estate. In the spirit of the week, I want to give thanks to the county for your support in this project.
Did you just say in the spirit of the week of Thanksgiving? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah.
It's a project that we're very excited about, and as these gentlemen outlined, the site itself has some significant challenges, and I think that's why you've seen a couple of other companies try to execute on a redevelopment of this site and ultimately couldn't get there. So I just want to say that without the support of the county, this project would not be possible, and we're very excited to get started and get underway with the redevelopment. So thank you.
Anxious to see this thing happen. We've been talking about it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
It's a difficult development, redevelopment. It's an old facility, old development. You know, like I said, we've been down this road a few times, and it's tough. It's tough redevelopment. So I'm sure the folks that live in the area would love to see this thing happen. And so anxious to get this thing moving. So.
And I appreciate the affordability of some of those units for our seniors. Thank you. I'll move approval of 78818.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce? Resolution number 788-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 789-18, resolution authorizing the execution of a community reinvestment area agreement between Franklin County and Continental Hills LLC.
And this is just the second phase of that we've already outlined.
I'll move approval of 78918.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 789-18 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank
Happy
you.
Thanking.
Thank you.
Thank you. Justice and Policy Programs.
Resolution number 790-18, resolution authorizing sub-grant awards and contracts with the Franklin County Sheriff's Office and the cities of Columbus and Whitehall through the fiscal year 2017 Justice Assistance Grant in amount of $353,761.
Good morning, Commissioners. Melissa Pearson, Deputy Director with Franklin County's Office of Justice Policy and Programs. Commissioners, back on July the 24th, you accepted the FY 2017 Justice Assistance Grant in the amount of $576,044.25. Today's awards are just to pass those funds through to the cities of Whitehall and Columbus and the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Specifically, JAG funding in the amount of $170,000 will support the purchase of personal protective equipment for the Columbus Division of Fire, as well as crime software updates for the Columbus Division of Police so that they can more efficiently store print evidence. City of Whitehall will utilize their direct funding in the amount of $13,761 to continue their support of their youth violence reduction initiative. And finally, the Sheriff's Office will be awarded $170,000 to continue support some of their most successful community policing initiatives, including the Citizens Academy, the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, dedicated warrants enforcement, and the Street Smarts Initiative. Additionally, the Sheriff's Office has agreed to embed a full-time medication-assisted treatment coordinator within the Jackson Pike Correctional Center. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval of these sub-grant awards.
I'll move approval of 79018.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Abstain.
Resolution number 790-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 791-18, resolution authorizing a sub-grant award to Columbus Public Health for harm reduction and other treatment services through the fiscal year 2017 Justice Assistance Grant and Comprehensive Opioid Abuse Site-Based Grant Programs in the amount of $100,000.
Commissioners, we intend to use FY 2017 JAG funding along with FY 2017 co-op funding to support a $100,000 award to Columbus Public Health, who intends to actually pass the funding through to Equitas to support their harm reduction activities for individuals that self-identify as at risk for an opioid-related overdose. This funding is critical and will help to sustain existing part-time staff as well as hire one full-time program manager. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval.
Move approval of 791-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Abstain.
Resolution number 791-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 792-18, resolution authorizing acceptance of Year 2 reallocation funds from Franklin County Public Health for peer support services and harm reduction activities.
Commissioners, we're sincerely grateful to Franklin County Public Health. This will be the second year of public health reallocation funding that they award to our office. This year in the amount of $94,500, which reflects a 110% increase over last year's allocation. This will help to continue our cadre of part-time peer support staff and the hiring of one additional to work with justice-involved individuals coming out of the Franklin County Correctional Center who are assessed as high risk for a drug-related overdose. Additionally, this funding will allow us to expand our outreach and distribution of naloxone to individuals coming out of the jail and those receiving medication-assisted treatment both at the courthouse Vivitrol program and through the jail-based Vivitrol program. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval.
Move approval of 792-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 792-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 793-18, resolution authorizing a contract between the Franklin County Board of Commissioners and Alvis to support services for justice-involved females and their families through the Targeted Community Alternatives to Prison Grant Program in the amount of $100,000.
Commissioners, this final resolution from our office will award $100,000 to Alvis to support their family and children's program specifically, which serves mothers residing in Alvis's Bryden Road residential reentry facility. Specifically, funding will support parenting education, case management services, and therapeutic family activities with the goals of reduced recidivism, healthier family relationships, and increased housing and financial stability. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval.
Move approval of 793-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 793-18 has been adopted.
Thanks, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Purchases.
Resolution number 794-18, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $2,355,570.15.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carl Cuthbert, Director of Purchasing. The resolution before you requests for approval of 134 purchase orders. For small emerging business enterprises, there were 41 eligible purchase orders, of which 5 went to SEBEs, which equals 13% of the eligible purchase order volume. Their purchase order dollar amount is $19,042, of which 7.4% of the eligible purchase order dollar value. Eligible purchase orders are those where SEBEs are likely to participate. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as availability funded by the county auditor. Pending any questions, I recommend their approval.
I'll move for approval of 794-18.
Second.
Moved in second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 794-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carl.
Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 796-18, resolution authorizing the execution of all documents necessary to effectuate the sale of real property, parcel number 010-110736, to Creative Housing Incorporated as the highest responsible bidder pursuant to an invitation to bid. Yep.
I apologize. I thought I did this first.
Oh, we did that one first.
I apologize. Here, I told Dot not to come up yet, and I was waiting for the next one.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy Administrator, and with me,
Dot Yeager, Franklin County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Commissioners, the Board of Commissioners is the owner of property that has been utilized by the Board of Developmental Disabilities since December of 1981 on Highland Drive, and it was determined to be in the best interest of both the Board and Developmental Disabilities to sell that property. As such, Developmental Disabilities, on behalf of the Board, issued an invitation to bid for the sale of the property, and Creative Housing was the highest responsible bidder. Creative Housing does intend to utilize the property as an integrated community living home for individuals with developmental disabilities. This resolution would authorize that sale and additional documents that would be necessary to effectuate that sale. Dot is here to answer any additional questions, and the Prosecuting Attorney's Office in Exulis was instrumental in effectuating this process. Pending any questions, we would request your approval.
No, I'm just a little shook this morning, Dot. Sorry about that. Normally, Chris is the first one to jump in and butt into everything, and then this morning she's like thrown off her game. I don't understand. So I apologize.
I have to mix things up, Commissioners, every once in a while, just to keep things.
Running into our offices, interrupting every meeting we have. And now
My
all of a sudden-
reputation precedes me. I hope my parents are watching this one. This will be really helpful for them for Thanksgiving.
If I know your dad, he's
That is a
sitting at
true
home
statement.
right now watching this. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. So no, I have no questions.
Move approval of 796-18.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 796-18 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
By the way, Commissioner Grady, I completely agree with you about Chris. I just want to say she's so difficult to deal with.
I don't know, Chris.
Resolution.
It takes two commissioners, so that's all that matters. We think you're that, yeah.
Resolution number 797-18. Resolution authorizing non-general fund transfer appropriations for the provision and maintenance of zoological park services and facilities.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Tularic with the Office of Management and Budget. This resolution will transfer $89,602 to grant appropriations in order to make the final payment to the Columbus Zoo before the end of the year. Pending any questions, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 797-18.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 797-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 798-18. Resolution reappointing Mary L. Rose, Sean A. Mental, and Dr. Bernard F. Master to the Board of Columbus Zoo and Aquarium.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Chanis, Deputy Administrator. Pending any questions, would recommend approval of these reappointments.
Move approval of 798-18.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 798-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 799-18. Resolution reappointing various members to the Franklin County Parks and Recreation Board of Trustees.
Commissioners, this is the Clippers Board, and pending any questions, would also recommend these reappointments.
Move approval of 799.
Who are they?
Representative Dave Leland, Tom Katzenmeyer, and Jeffrey Sopp.
Okay.
Move approval of 799-18.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 799-18 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Are there any journalizations?
There is one, Commissioner. I'm trying to pull it up on my email.
Come on, Antoine. Come on.
I'm sorry. It is from EDP. Case number ANX-23-18. An expedited Type 2 annexation petition was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on October 24th, 2018. The petition is requesting to annex 1.957 acres from Franklin Township to the City of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on November 27th. And that is all, Commissioner.
Great.
That concludes our meeting.